video! Yeah! So this is all the technical explanation stuff from my video on how to project your speaking voice. If you haven't seen that video, then go watch it now. The reason you put your hand on your chest to feel the vibrations is resonance. I'm not going to go into the science of resonance in this video. If you want me to do a video on that, then holler at me in the comments. As an analogy, imagine an acoustic guitar. You pluck a string and it produces a note, but it's the body of the guitar that makes the note loud enough for an audience to hear. What we're doing is using our chest cavity to amplify the sound produced in our vocal folds, also known as vocal cords, but I'm going to say vocal folds because that's what they actually are. If you've heard of the terms head voice and chest voice, this kind of resonance is what they're referring to kind of, but it's a misnomer. Sound is not produced in your head or in your chest. And there are some vocal qualities that may be described as head voice or chest voice that don't create any head or chest resonance. For example, belting is often described as chest voice but doesn't create any chest resonance. But chest resonance is only secondary. The main thing that affects how loud your voice is how thick your vocal folds are. If your vocal folds are thick and make full contact, i.e. there are no gaps, your voice will be louder than if your vocal folds are thin. To see this for yourself, do the exercises from the main video, which use thick folds, and then make a noise like a whimpering puppy, a really sad whimpering puppy. The whimpering puppy is thin folds in action, and you'll notice that your voice is probably higher and quieter. The lower your speaking voice is in your vocal range, the thicker your folds will be. However, if you go too far down in your range, your folds can't make sufficient contact, and that's when you get that creaky sound that almost everyone has in their vocal habits. So if you tend to have a creaky voice a lot and you need to speak in public, it's useful to learn not to do this. So the siren down also helps to find that sweet spot where your vocal folds are thickest without them going slack and creaky. Fricatives! They're the best. I'm actually going to read this definition because I can't remember it and I don't want to it's just easier. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? A fricative is, I'm going to read the definition, a consonant characterized by frictional passage of the expired breath through a narrowing at some point in the vocal tract, and they can be either voiced or voiceless. So, if it's all air and no vocal folds, it's voiceless, i.e. f, sh, s. Also, f is one. If it's air and vocal folds, it's, say it with me, voiced. So, v, j, z. Also, v. The reason fricatives are so great is because they come in voiced and unvoiced pairs where the mouth shape doesn't change. F and v have the same mouth shape, so they're perfect for transitioning from breathing exercises to vocalization exercises and for adjusting breath pressure. When you make a voice sound, the breath pressure needs to be just right. If it's too high, your vocal folds can't close properly, and if it's too low, your vocal folds can't vibrate and produce sound. So because with paired fricatives the only thing changing is whether the vocal folds are engaged, it's a great way to practice adjusting this breath pressure. So that's a really basic rundown of the physiology of the voice. I hope you found it interesting and useful and informative, and if you haven't already, then please check out my original video on how to project your speaking voice. See you later, bye!